Okay, we've got us a clean out in the crawl space. We've got some ABS here going into cast iron. So we'll see how far we can get in the cast iron. See if we can get a good scope. We got the kitchen running. So get down in there, catch that water, see if we can see the main. So you got some cast iron down here. A lot of you got some bugs. That's normal, not unusual there. Got a lot of scale. Don't look too crazy though. For cast iron, this is pretty normal for cast iron. We always recommend potentially hydrojetting, rescoping. So we got the water here. This is the kitchen sink running. Let's keep right on going. Watch our flow. We've run a lot of water, so far nothing seems to be backing up. We do have, a bit of a bend here at the beginning, so hopefully it doesn't hamper us. But let's see if we can't get to the main. You can tell it's pretty bumpy. That's why it kind of going all over the place like that with my skid on there. All right, about 30 feet in. We should be getting past the foundation now, getting into the yard. Now, cast iron is not really used much anymore, except for maybe commercial. And it was used quite a ways back, so most of it is at the end of its service life. But it may last for many years to come. You just got to maintain it. You do want to probably descale this, clean this every few years. So maybe scope every couple years or so, or if anything odd happens with your drainage. But this seems to be so far pretty decent for this old stuff. Got another bend. This might be going down. This might be going to the main here. We got a lot of bends on cast iron, so hopefully, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get much further at all. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We got a little movement going. Let's see if we can scope the rest of the way. Sometimes it gets tricky. You can tell these edges are a little rough. Again, that's very normal for cast iron. And this is not the full inspection here. I'll examine the video when I get back to the office where I can zoom in. Right now I'm in a bit of a little crawl space, so it's kind of hard to push this and see what else going on down here. Water there. See if I can get through it. Maybe a little belly. Yeah, it looks like we might have had a bit of a belly there. Let the water drain out. This older pipe pushing gets a little tough sometimes. It's normal. You see how kind of jagged it is. slowly getting through here. Got about 100 feet. We might not be able to get to the main. It is some tough going here. Try to get as close as we can. I didn't see. We should have had a cleanout, another cleanout by now. Might be about as far as we can get. I'll cut the water off and pull back and see if we can find another clean out. I didn't see one. So this might be as far as we can get. Sometimes we can always reach the main. We did get a lot of pipe inspected. We've got 116 feet here, so let me stop, turn some water off, and we'll take another look. Alright, we got the water cut off. Now let's go ahead and pull back. Check the bottom of the pipe. Look for another clean out maybe in the yard. Got some debris getting held. That's pretty normal with cast iron. Definitely got enough scale though going on to have a plumber evaluate. We always, having a lateral run of cast iron in itself is a little bit of a defect. You got to kind of watch. It's had a lot of bends in this one, and that's what does it. No matter how good of a scope you got, this is actually a very much upgraded scope here with a much better push rod. And sometimes, no matter what, you get that many bends in cast iron, and you're just not getting it. You're not getting it through. Another clean out. So you can see a little bit of deterioration at the bottom, but sometimes that's just the scale pattern. So it might not be that the pipe's messed up. So we always kind of recommend here. I would have this hydrojetted and rescope it. But we did not see any backups. We did not see anything like that so far. On the way back, we're going to be looking for bellies, areas where the water is standing, and also any root intrusion, breaks, offsets. Just a lot of corrosion and scale. What we got so far. See the kind of monaglite things forming there. But this is not unusual for cast iron. This is kind of usually how cast iron looks. Not a clean out, doesn't look like it's just a drop. Sure. Yeah. So you should have clean outs every 100 feet. It does not look like this one has one 100 feet after this one, so that is one thing we want to add. It'd probably be really good to have one up by the street. Here's a drop down. Let's see if this is a clean out. Or is it being cast? Probably can't open it anyway, honestly. Look like we're going to have a clean out. So there's no clean out within 100 feet of this clean out. That is something that should be addressed. Overall though, we got good flow though. No backups, it doesn't look like. Nothing disconnected or disjointed that I can see. No breaks, no root intrusion, no major bellies. So, pretty typical cast iron. Hold on a second, here we go. Okay, we might have a clean out right here. I wonder, I might not be able to get into this. Let me look at this clean out here and see. No, actually, I wonder, let us sit in the kitchen. Let me see if I can locate this clean out right here real quick and see, just in case it has a plastic cap on it. Okay, so good news, that actually is a clean out. Bad news is it's a cast iron clean out, so you really can't be gotten off of there without probably breaking it. So, but it fits the rules. There is a clean out there, and a plumber can easily come along and he can use a cold chisel and snap that and break that cap and put a new cap on there. So it is something that a plumber can access. We don't break the caps over here for this inspection. Okay, let a plumber do that. But what we got for the most part is we're not able to reach the main, but we were able to scope a lot of this pipe, and it's pretty normal for cast iron. No major defects. We got the scale that should be cleaned, and that should be scoped after it's cleaned, I would recommend. But we had good water flow, no major bellies, no root intrusion, so actually it's pretty good for over cast iron. So all in all, not a bad situation you got here for what we have. But again, I would always show these to a plumber, see what the thoughts are, get this clean, get this hydrogetted, maybe rescope it, and you might want to get a plumber to come pop that cap and go all the way to the main. And that's the kitchen right there. All right, we'll get this report